Hello all, how are all of you doing? Today I'm going to be looking at ways in which you can boost your sexual vibe, sexual energy. You all know I believe in balance on my channel, so I try to promote different aspects of life. So if you are uncomfortable with the topic of sex or anything sexual, now will be a good time for you to exit this video and probably go look at one of my other videos. There's a lot of content available on here for you. You all know how I do it. There are timestamps available in the description box, so click the bottom left corner of the screen and select the timestamp and object that you feel most connected to, that you feel most drawn to. Pause the video if you need to. For pile 1, I have a pair of nerd glasses. For pile 2, a red and black chord, and for pile 3, a spanking instrument. Alright, so let's go on to pile 1. Hi pile 1, how are you? Y'all could be my conservative pile. Probably grew up in a very conservative household. I see ya. Some of you could be well educated, smart. Even if you don't have book sense, you could have a lot of common sense. Right? Very, very much into mental stimulation. So I won't be surprised if some of you on here that, well, currently could be sapiosexuals. You are highly aroused by intellectual stimulation. Okay? And I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are air signs that chose this pile. So let's see what signs came out for you. You can be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Sagittarius, double confirmation for Aries as well, and an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Okay, so if you are any of those signs, this is definitely the pile for you. Now we're going to be looking at how you can enhance your sexual vibe. Let's see what comes out for you. Dress sexy undergarments. So some of you need to invest in some sexy schmaxy lingerie. Alright. It doesn't have to be worn for anybody else. If you are single, you know, I could tell you it works. When you just, let's say you have a job interview and you want to feel your best, buy a pair of red, you know, matching lingerie, and you'll be surprised at how much just knowing that you have on something so sexy underneath your clothes could actually boost your confidence. Take my stupid advice, it works. If you are in a relationship, then you need to spice things up a little more by dressing a little more sexy, you know. Invest in some lingerie. Okay, because there are so many things you could do with sex. Don't make it boring. Embrace makeup looks. So some of you need to change up your look. Wear some makeup, wear some red lipstick, wear some, you know, yeah. Heel sacral. So some of you that chose this file, trigger warning. Anytime this pops out, there could have been potentially a bit of trauma. Okay, sexual trauma. I don't want to dive too deep into that because I know how that could be for some people. So there is some healing that needs to take place in that region. What you can do is listen to sacral chakra meditation frequencies, and you can meditate to that. Okay, and envision white light or a ball of golden energy in that womb area or bladder region of your body. Okay, yes, it helps. Okay. Also look into other frequencies for healing. I'm being guided to say that. So if you all don't know about frequencies, hertz frequencies, research that and start looking into that a little more and utilize some of those musical frequencies to do your meditation. If you meditate. If you don't meditate, then it's a good time for you to start. Okay, listen and dance to sexy music. So yeah, this can also assist in healing any sort of sexual trauma, if there is any at all. This can also enhance sexual energy within your body. If there is no trauma at all and that message does not apply to you, then cool, just ignore it and leave it behind. Okay, But if you just want to in general embrace that side of you, listen to some sexy music and dance to it. Movement, especially hip movement, can also do a great justice. Hold on, there's a bug that keeps buzzing around here. Can do great justice to just getting the energy within that region to flow. Okay. And finally, you need to do some masturbation. Now, I know a lot of conservative people might probably want to fight me on this, and it's okay, you know, we all free to express our views. But if you do some research on this, you are going to realize that it's not as bad. I always say, everything that you do it with some level of control. So you don't want to overdo it with this. You definitely want to have some control over frequency and all those things with this. And yes, this would help you to become a little more confident in your sexual energy. It's going to boost your sexual energy flow. You all can also do some more research on this, masturbation, self-pleasure, and understand why it's there in the first place. Okay? Understand why it's there in the first place. So yeah, there's that. I like this pile. I like the vibe, you know. Let's go on to pile 2. If you chose the red and black chord, let's see what signs you can be. You all could definitely be fire signs. I will not be surprised. Let's see. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Told ya. Okay, this old one came out. It's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, double confirmation for Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and finally Capricorn. Okay, so fire, earth, and air came out for this one. Some of you could be really connected to music. Music could mean a lot to you. Others of you could just be really connected to the people in your life. Or if you have a partner, you could be very connected, tapped in. That Wi-Fi song by Dexter Daps is coming to mind. If you are single, then ignore that message. You know, very sensual, sexual energy. I get the vibe I get from this. Okay, so let's see, how can you enhance your sexual vibe, sexual energy? It says here, love the skin you are in. So some of you need to get involved in confidence building activities. It could look differently for every person, so whatever confidence building activity you want to try it. For some it could be singing, others it could be dancing, for other people it could be artwork. Wear red lips. Some of you, if you're a female, you need to wear some red lipstick if you want to enhance your sexual vibe. See, build confidence. So some of you, as I said, you'll need to do some confidence building activities, especially if you have any sort of self-esteem challenges. Confidence building activities do a great deal for that. Okay, embrace sexuality. So some of you could be bi, poly, homo, fluid. Is it fluid they call it, boy? Pansexual. You know, y'all could have all sorts of sexualities going on in this pile, and you haven't embraced that yet, and maybe that's what you need to do. Embrace it. If you are bi, if you are tri, I'm playing, I'm joking with the tripod, but you understand what I'm saying. Embrace it. You know, if it's you, it's you. Own up to your truth. You don't have to go tell the world if you're not comfortable sharing with the world your sexuality. It's private information. You're not obligated to share everything about your life, but at least acknowledge it within yourself. Okay, if that is your case. If that is not your story, then totally disqualify it, leave it behind for somebody else. But definitely, I'm saying here, I need to build your confidence and to love the skin that you are in, and to truly embrace who you are at your core. That is going to greatly enhance your sexual energy. Okay, let's go on to pile 3. if you chose this spanking board, some of you could be into domination. You may have domination kinks, BDSM, you all know the works, okay? Let's see what signs you can be. You can be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, double confirmation, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, okay? I am not surprised that Scorpio came out. So let's see. Oh, there's also a blank. So I would fill in that blank with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and something about Mars. Your Mars placement in your birth chart could be significant. So yeah. Let's see how you can enhance your sexuality. Read about sex. So some of you need to become more educated on the topic of sex. Understand what it is, read more about the human body, how the human body works, especially if you're masculine looking at this. You may want to look at like sexual positions, Kama Sutra. Okay, some of you need to read a Kama Sutra book, okay? For the ladies, you need to understand the importance of safe sex practices. Also, I'm getting intuitively, just by looking at this, that you probably have to explore different fantasies, or something about fantasy world is coming through, about maybe some of you are very imaginative. That throws this pile, and you have to learn how to connect that imagination with something about your sexuality and your sex life, okay? So those two go together, your imagination and your sex life, okay? Try lube. So some of you need to try lube, be it during sex or maybe during masturbation or self-pleasure. If you are single, still try lube. Your lube never fails you, okay? Take my stupid advice, it never fails you. So try that. Clothes that highlights your curves. So some of you need to wear more clothes that would accentuate your best parts. And finally, it says here, drop old beliefs around sex. So some of you may believe that it should be you should be super conservative. Maybe you think that sex should only happen in one position. Some of you have very narrow-minded, limited beliefs around sex, which is a bit, I'm not going to say what I think about that, but some of you need to really work through the beliefs around sex. So maybe you grew up in a household where they said sex is supposed to only be there to have children. I don't know, this is just right. Or maybe limiting beliefs around clothes that you should wear within the bedroom. Listen, let me tell you all something about sex. It's literally your creative space. I have to always tell people this. Sex, you can do so much with it, so much. It doesn't have to be one way all the time. It doesn't have to be in one location all the time. You can do some pretty fun, exciting things with it. And ensure that you have a partner. If you are in a relationship, ensure that you have a partner that is open and that wouldn't be the type to kink shame. Kink shaming is actually very, very common from people who actually have challenges accepting their own kinks. So some of you need to actually understand the psychology of sex in general and embrace that, okay? And that is gonna definitely boost your sexual energy. And my ending message is, y'all, as much as I promote many things on this channel, I also try to involve normal parts of life, right? And one of those things being sex. So sexual energy is basically creative energy. Sacral energy, the womb energy, is creative energy. All right, when you engage in that activity to bring forth an offspring, it is creative energy that you're putting to use. So in light of that, I want you guys to understand. Oh my god, are y'all seeing that mosquito? There's a mosquito that keeps buzzing everywhere. What the hell? Anyway, in light of that information, I want you guys to really understand that once you are tapped into your creative energy, you allow that energy to flow within you. That is directly tied to your sexual energy. So that is why people must treat with sexual energy in a very sensitive way, because you don't want to overuse it. If you overuse it, you run the risk of depleting your creative side. If you do not connect with it and totally neglect it, you are also running the risk of not tapping into your truest potential with respect to creativity, right? Because again, sexual energy, sacral energy is indeed creative energy. So it's important for you to really, really understand that concept, embrace it, and allow that energy to flow freely within you. Don't deny that part of yourself. Sending love and light to all of you. Peace.